Hello and welcome to your daily love message from your person. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in 2 decks of cards for this reading today. We're going to bring in the Twin Flames and Separation Oracle and Sincerely Yours, the Divine Masculine XO. And we're going to bring in a message from their heart to your heart, from their soul to your soul, from their self to yourself. What do they want to say to you today? And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsxo@gmail.com. Now, they are giving me fear coming up and stomach issues. Fear coming up there because they're processing things that they may not like or they may be afraid of facing. And when they're processing things that may have happened to them or things they need to do, they may be going through stomach issues. So if you're having stomach issues today, a little bit of maybe gripping pain or you're having something going on with your digestive system, breathe through it because it's really connected with them. So it's a form of ascension for you and it's a form of healing for them because they're being made aware of what they need to change. So the processing, it's affecting their physical self. So let's see what they want to say to you today. So what's on their mind? What do they want to say? What's on their mind right now? What's on their mind? What do they want to say to you today? What's going on with them? And, separation is a preparation. It's also, you can feel separated from them, even if you're communicating, if they're being quiet. So what do they want to say to you today? What's on their mind? Thank you, angels. Wow. So I'm going to put them separate because I feel these are separate and them ones, they flew out. So I feel they're going to start slowly with communication. So they may come in slowly and then blurt everything out to you. And it may well happen like that if they are needing to end something in their life. So maybe they start a conversation with their karmic partner, for example, or with a friend or a family member or a boss or whomever, and it starts slowly and then boom, everything comes out. It's like they can't hold it in anymore. So I definitely feel they need to express emotion and get things off the chest. So the first thing they're saying is, what was I thinking? So they're in regret about things that they've done that they now wish they'd done differently. Things they've said, the behaviour. What was I thinking? Why did I do it that way? Why did I behave that way? Why? And it's all for lessons. So we can go over things and go over things in the mind and drive ourselves crazy, but ultimately everything happens for lessons. There's no mistakes. There's only lessons. So they're going round and round in their head about things that they may have done or said or the way they've acted. And they're saying, what was I thinking? That means they feel much wiser now and they've got more clarity. And they feel like they've outgrown whatever they did. So they feel a bit foolish about it before. What was I thinking? Why did I do that? I don't understand. I don't really understand my own behaviour sometimes. What was I thinking? And you may have really not liked what they said or what they did. And that they're worried about that, saying, you probably won't ever speak to me again because of the things I've done and the things I've said or not said and done. What was I thinking? So there is a lot of fear today around what's going on in your head. Because you may be sitting there thinking you want to know what's going on with them. They're actually wondering today what's going on with you. And this may be because you've pulled your energy back from them. Maybe you've just kind of said, right, I'm giving this to heaven now, I'm surrendering. And because you're doing that, you're focusing more on you. So you may not be reaching out as much. You may not be reaching out at all. You may be just letting them come to you. So they're in their own doubt today, in their own head, thinking, what if you don't speak to me again? And yeah, this is exactly what I'm thinking and feeling here when I'm connecting with them, because they are thinking and feeling about you. They're curious. You haven't reached out and I'm wondering why. So if you're usually the one that reaches out and you haven't reached out, they are now wondering why, curious. Why? Is it because of something I've said? Is it because of something I've done? What if you don't speak to me again? You probably won't. Why? So they're in fear. Fear that you're moving on, fear you don't want them anymore, fear that they may have done something wrong. And that's what they're also going over in the mind. Is it something I've done? What was I thinking? Why did I do that? So this is showing you that you've got them right now on their tippy toes because they are a little bit afraid that you're moving on. Okay, so you haven't reached out and I'm wondering why, and it's making them curious. And when they're curious, what do? They start reaching out to you. They start testing the water with you. They start watching you online. Yeah, I want to call you. Of course they do, because they're wondering what you're doing. Why haven't you reached out? What's going on with you? Don't you want me anymore? So they're going into their own fears and they want to call you. Now, if they do call you, it's because they're feeling strong and confident. This wanting to call you doesn't necessarily mean they're going to pick up the phone straight away. It means they have that urge, that need, that requirement and the processing. So again, that can be affecting their stomach. So if you feel a real sense of urgency today to call them or to message them, just hold off a little bit longer. Obviously, do what you feel is right for you. But this is a huge sign that they are wondering what you're doing, why you haven't reached out, and they want to take action. They want to be the one to call or message you. And you're picking up on that. Okay, it's like they're willing you to reach out to them, thinking, reach out to me, call me. They're trying to manifest it. However, you know that they need to be the one to make the move. And they're saying, I should have listened to you. I should have listened to you. So they are thinking about things that you may have talked about in the past, things you may have told them. Maybe you give them spiritual advice, or you tried to help them with something they were going through. And maybe they weren't ready to hear it at that time. They needed to learn it for themselves. And they're saying, yeah, I should have listened to you. You know what you were talking about. I did listen. I just wasn't ready. And I feel that they always listen to you. You know, it's not like they didn't listen to what you said if you brought something up that was important. It's just they weren't maybe ready in that moment to accept it or act upon it. And now they're realising that you were right after all, and they should have really perhaps taken your guidance and advice in that moment. But obviously, again, there's no mistakes, remember. And now they're saying, what was I thinking? I should have listened to you. What was I thinking? Why haven't you reached out? Have I lost you? What's going on? And what is it about you? So they're thinking about you. What is it about you that's different than everybody else? What is it about you that makes me want to come back and reach out? What is it about you that is so special that it affects everything else I'm doing? So they can't just move on with someone else. They can't just remain in a karmic cycle, because it's you that's changed their life, and it's you that you're the one they want. So they're saying, if I had you by my side, then I would really have it all. And this is what they do know. They know this. I should have listened to you. I know that with you by my side, I would have everything. I would have everything because you're everything. And there's only one of me, remember that. So I feel this is also about them reminding you, they are valuable. It's like they're trying to remember that too, saying there's only one of me. You're never going to find anyone like me again. And this is really both of you being reminded of each other's value here, because you're mirrors. So obviously, if they're thinking, with you by my side, I could have everything, you know that too. And this is also like them finding their own worth and value, thinking, well, yeah, I do deserve the world. There's only one of me, and I do deserve to be happy. So I feel they're also recognising their own value. Now, this is also them asking you to have patience with them, because they may be busy with so many things. They're saying there's only one of me. There's only one of me. I'm trying really hard to put my energy everywhere. So I feel they're also struggling. It's like if Jesus was trying to heal, thousands of people, there is only one of him. And it's like what your person's saying is, there's only one of me. I'm trying to give to my job and this and this and this. So they're also saying, I can't be giving you everything you want in the moment. So that's also about you needing to fill up your own cup. Because if you're thinking, I want your attention, I want your attention, I want your attention, they also remember putting attention perhaps on the job or on the children or, whatever they're doing in the moment. So be grateful that you've got their attention if you're in communication, and just give the rest to yourself. So take this card out, resonates with you, but ultimately they are starting to realise that there's only one life and they deserve to be happy. Now, obviously there's many lives, but we are only aware of the one we're living in this moment. So your person's recognising this. I need to be happy. And they're connecting with their guides because they're being guided. Look at that. I'm being guided to you. I'm being guided to call you. I'm being guided to be with you. I should have listened to you. I'm being guided now. So remember, the angels are guiding them too. So if you're thinking, well, I'm not around anymore for them to listen to, they're listening to their intuition. They're listening to their guides, their angels, their own inner truth. And they're saying, do you ever call out to me? Because they hear it spiritually. They hear you calling to them in the 5D. They hear your call. And this is why, again, they're thinking, why haven't you reached out to me? Why? Because I felt you calling to me. So you may well have been calling to them in a manifestation of your own. It's like you're both trying to manifest communication. And they are asking you to trust in what you have. Trust in what we have. Trust that our bond is so strong, we're going to be guided back together. Trust that our love is so strong. And of course, I'm going to reach out to you because I love you. Because I know that with you, I would have everything I've ever wanted and everything I've ever needed. And I'm so sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking when I behaved that way. I should have listened to you. I don't know what I was thinking when I, walked away or did that or behaved in that way. And I want to call you and make up for it and sort things out. That's what I'm being guided to do. You haven't reached out and I'm wondering why, so I'm going to call you. I hope you're going to speak to me again, even though my ego tells me you probably won't because of all the things that happen between us. But I do trust in what we have and know that I'm being guided. And I do know that I'm connecting with my guides who are showing me that if I had you by my side, I really would have everything. Because you were different than everyone else. What is it about you? You're just amazing. And they are healing you, hearing you, and it's healing them, calling out to them. So there's big changes going on. Remember, there's only one of them. So give them time to come to terms with all of this because that's what they're doing. But if you've tapped into this reading thinking, are they going to call me? Are they going to reach out to me if I continue to let them come forward? The answer is yes. They want to call you. It's just a matter of time until they do. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.